Hi guys, welcome to the 16th episode of Sunday Class Online. Today we are going to go back to the 15th episode and discuss the homework that I gave you. First, I asked, how do you think Na and Cl will bond with each other? And the second was, when they do bond, what do they form? So before I tell you the answer to that, let's go back to the second story I had told you about. Remember, there was a blue team and a red team? The blue team had 9 members and the red team had 11 members. And then what happened? The red team gave one of its members to the blue team. Here we said, let's call that player Nidhi. So Nidhi was from the red team, but she was given to the blue team so that both the teams would have 10 and 10 players and they could play that day. So now going back to your homework questions. So remember I told you that the atom has shells? The first shell can only take 2 electrons, not more than 2. The second can take not more than 8, and the third and the fourth and the fifth, all of them can take maximum 8. Now the atomic number of sodium is 11, which means the number of protons is 11, which also means that the number of electrons is 11. So in its first shell it has 2 electrons, in its second shell it has 8 electrons, in its third shell it has 1. The atomic number of chlorine is 17. So the first shell has 2, the second shell has 8, and the third shell has 7. Remember how the red team shared their player with the blue team? Well, Na, which is sodium, does exactly that. Its outermost shell has only 1 electron. So what it does is that it takes that 1 electron and gives it to chlorine. So now the outermost shell, the third shell of chlorine, has 8 electrons. The outermost shell is now full. So what happened to sodium? Well, when sodium gave one of its electrons to chlorine, इन दोनों के बीच में दोस्ती हो गई, bonding हो गई. And that is how they joined together. Now you will say, ऐसे कैसे हो गई? Well, do you know that a battery has a positive side and a negative side? I'm sure you know this. Well, atoms also have positive and negative charges. जो प्रोटॉन्स है ना, वो पॉजिटिवली चार्ज होते हैं, जो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स है वो नेगेटिवली चार्ज होते हैं. सो व्हेन इलेक्ट्रॉन्स एक एटम से दूसरे एटम पे जाता है, एग्जांपल सोडियम से क्लोरीन चला गया, सो ये जो चार्जेस है ना, मान लो करंट, बिजली, तो इन दोनों के बीच, दो एटम्स के बीच एक बिजली टाइप्स कुछ कनेक्शन बन जाता है. सो दिस इज समथिंग दैट वी विल स्टडी अबाउट इन द फ्यूचर. थोड़ा सा और बड़े हो जाओ, देन आई विल टीच यू दिस. सो फॉर नाउ जस्ट नो दैट Na gives this atom to chlorine. And what was the second question? What is formed? Salt. You already know that. And most of you answered this correctly. So even for the first question, few of you said exactly this कि ये एक दे देगा. किसी ने कहा क्लोरीन का 7 Na में आ जाएगा, Na का 1 क्लोरीन में चला जाएगा. I wanted to know how you were thinking. So even if your answer was wrong, I will still give you a star because you tried, because you were using your brain to think. So I'm not going to teach you anything new in science today, but I'm going to give you a little tip. And this tip is going to be useful to you in whatever you study or read or listen to. Why? Because this tip is about the internet. Have you heard of the word translate? In English, usually ये word use किया जाता है जब एक भाषा से दूसरे भाषा में किसी को अनुवाद किया जाए, ठीक है? Like for example, cat है तो उसका हिंदी क्या है? बिल्ली. So ये जो अनुवाद किया जा रहा है, इसको कहा जाता है translate or translation. So I know that sometimes you guys have trouble understanding some words. Use your phone to translate these words. How? Take your phone, open Google, and we are going to search something on Google. What is that? Well, कोई भी word हो जिसका मतलब आपको पता नहीं हो, उसको दूसरी भाषा में क्या कहते हैं, we will find that out. How? For example, मान लो you don't know what बिल्ली is in English. So what will you write? You will go to Google and you will type in translate बिल्ली to English, and Google will say cat. उसी तरह translate उंगली to English, Google will say finger. उल्टा भी कर सकते हो. So मान लो you know an English word. So I've given you a homework and there's an English word in it and you don't know what it means. Now what will you do? Go to Google and type in translate beginning to Hindi. तो beginning का क्या मतलब होता है? शुरुआत. Google will tell you that. उसी तरह कोई भी वर्ड ले सकते हो एंड इनफैक्ट कोई भी भाषा ले सकते हो. देयर आर लॉट्स एंड लॉट्स ऑफ डिफरेंट लैंग्वेजेस जो गूगल ट्रांसलेट कर सकता है. दिस वीक आई एम नॉट not giving you any extra homework. Instead, I want you to go to Google and to type this out. Type out different words in English, in Hindi, and see if you can use it. So whenever you read a new word in a book, or you listen to something on TV, or you're listening to a song and you don't know what it means, what will you do? Go to Google, write down translate, and then you will get your answer. This is a great way to learn and a very, very useful tool. So for this week, try it out, and then we will do something on this in the coming weeks. And so this is it. This is the end of my class. And I hope that you guys enjoyed making the phone stand and that you're using it, and that you also enjoyed the gifts that you guys got. So I've made a video and I've put it up on YouTube. I'll also send it to you on WhatsApp so you guys can check it out. Okay? So till then, take care. I will see you guys soon. Bye bye.